Hi, my name is Byers-Lane, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my social media autoethnography. I'm going to be discussing the social media platforms that I used, the time and frequency of usage, the motives for using the different platforms, and some lessons learned from this analysis. Over the course of the day, I used 4 different social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and YouTube. Between these platforms, I had 17 different social media sessions, 7 on Twitter, 5 on Facebook, 3 on Reddit, and 2 on YouTube. In total, I spent roughly 2 hours on social media. My sessions on Twitter were the shortest, averaging about 3 minutes each. My sessions on Facebook averaged about 5 minutes each, whereas I spent about 10 minutes per session on Reddit. Finally, my YouTube sessions were approximately 20 minutes long apiece. My use of Twitter was cognitive in nature. I used it to read the news and to stay up to date on global events. On Facebook, I engaged in much more social activities, primarily messaging friends and arranging events with those close to me. I used Reddit exclusively at home for entertainment purposes. It served neither a cognitive nor social role for me. And similarly, I used YouTube at home and used it in an entertainment capacity. In many ways, my usage of YouTube was more akin to my usage of traditional television media. I watched it for entertainment and did not engage with it socially. My motives for the different platforms varied considerably, but there was one common theme. Social media filled a gap where I would otherwise be unengaged in another activity. Just after waking up or right before bed, I tended to check Twitter and Reddit. While riding the bus, I responded to Facebook messages and browsed Twitter. And when eating food, I would tend to watch YouTube. In all cases, social media was used to fill a gap when I was uninvolved in any activities or involved in unengaging activities. I learned several things during this investigation. First, social media use is actually an inherently economic activity. Even though I didn't pay for anything, I was exposed to ads for about a third of the time I was using social media. Financial concerns also impacted my use of social media. As YouTube and Reddit are more data intensive, I do not use them frequently outside of the house. Even though I do not consider myself an avid social media user, I do spend a significant amount of time on social media. However, rather than consider it an addiction of some sorts, I believe that social media fills time in a similar way to reading or engaging in traditional media. My experience showed that social media was a complement to activities in everyday life, not in any way a replacement for those activities. Therefore, my social media autoethnography demonstrated that in large part, my use of social media is a highly normalized socioeconomic activity in my everyday life. Thanks for listening.
Created using Powtoon.